Hey everyone, happy Tuesday you guys. I am here with a delicious recipe to share with you all. It's super simple to make and surprisingly so delicious for how easy it is to make. So I'm excited to share it with you guys. Like always, I have a couple of parties that I'm going to get us shared into quickly here. So I'm excited that these guests and hostesses can join in as well. So Dawn, you are in. We'll get Arla and Michelle's parties in, and then we're going to be ready to go. So this is a recipe that you can make a couple of different ways, depending on how much time you have, maybe, just based off your preferences, and that's one of the reasons that I really enjoy it. So Dawn, Arla, Michelle, we are in all of your parties. As you guys join on, if you have questions on anything, go ahead and post it in the comments because I can see that and respond to you guys right away. So I'll show you guys what I have going on here right away. I have everything out and kind of ready to go. I have pre-cooked chicken, which I also cooked some onions and some peppers with it. I have chicken broth in here already, and I actually cooked my chicken and the peppers and the onions in here as well, so there's a really good mix of some leftover scraps from the bottom of my rock crock, which makes it even more delicious. And that's homemade chicken broth as well, which I'm super excited for. And then I have the rest of our ingredients here. So you guys, this is all we're going to be using. Tomatoes, some Italian seasoning, zucchini, garlic, Parmesan cheese, of course, and then we are going to be using some spaghetti as well. So, prop you guys up here. Now, I said that this recipe is really great for a number of reasons, and one of them, probably my most favorite, is because of the versatility and how you can make it. So, the first time we made this, the recipe said that you could microwave it, and I was kind of like, ew, that sounds really gross. Hey, Don, are you making dinner yet? So the recipe said that you can microwave it, and I just thought, gross. I really don't care for food that comes out of the microwave, unless if I'm reheating certain things. But I thought we would give it a try because we were really short on time, and you can make it in under a half an hour. So I thought we're going to try it. So that's what we're going to do tonight, okay? So very basic. I'm using my rock crock, you guys, which is what I showed you that my chicken broth is in. This is our 2.5 quart, which I can't really tip it for you guys since my broth is in there already. But for those of you that are hosting this month, June, our rock crocks are going to be part of your host special. So you will get any of those selected rock crocks for 60% off, which is amazing. They are a total workhorse in your kitchen, and when I say versatility, you will not cook with anything else that will offer you more versatility, which is amazing. So let's see if I can bust my spaghetti noodles in half and not get them all over the place. Ooh, not bad. Stuff's flying in here. It happens every time. Getting everything ready. So what are you making, Don? So the rock crocks are really nice for versatility. They'll literally go on any cooking surface, under your broiler. They're dishwasher safe. For those of you who aren't joining from a party, you guys watch my videos all the time, you guys. These are my most favorite tool ever is our rock crocks. We use it out on the grill. It's really wonderful. So the recipe, and you guys, I don't really follow recipes all the time either, especially when I'm cooking. So this one I'm not really following to a T either. Who is that? Hey, Arla. What are you doing? Oh, pancakes, eggs, and sausage. That's right. Do you have the emoji cookie cutters at home, Don? Okay, rock crock is going in the microwave with the chicken broth and the spaghetti, okay? We're going on for 5 minutes. What are you doing at home, Arla? Now I'm going to pop you guys down here. Oh, that's awesome, Don. You'll have to post pictures. Let us see what they look like when you're done with them. They're super seasonings right inside of them as well. So the recipe does not call for an entire box of spaghetti, but I always do an entire box, and I just add a little bit of extra broth in there because then we have leftovers. So this is the rest of what I'm going to use here. I have my manual food processor out because this is what we're going to make our bruschetta mix in. I already added a little bit of oil in there, some salt and pepper. I started adding in my garlic, and then I forgot that I was going live for you guys. And then I put some red pepper flakes in there too because we really like those seasonings. Our pasta sprinkle is going to go in as well, and I will measure this. So I'm going to do like probably about a tablespoon, just over a tablespoon. These are our adjustable measuring spoons, which are really nice. You just slide this piece up and down. You get 5 different measurements on the 1 spoon. And it comes in a set of 2, so you'll get a teaspoon one and a tablespoon one. Arla, my pasta is in the microwave right now for this recipe. So I just put in my chicken broth to cook it with, and then it's covered in my rock crock in the microwave for 5 minutes the first time, and then the second time we're going to add our zucchini in. Ooh. We're going to add our zucchini in and then put it back in the microwave to cook a little bit longer. And honestly, that's how I've been cooking my pasta lately because it is so much faster than letting your water come up to a boil. And when it cooks in the microwave, you guys, the noodles, whatever type of noodles you're using, it actually absorbs the liquid and all of that flavor that you are cooking it in. So I feel like you get a lot more flavorful pasta as well. So I did not press my garlic because it's all going in my manual food processor, so that's going to do my work for me. When you guys saw me hit it like that, I was just giving it a good crack to get the skins off. And now I am just chopping all of the ends off the zucchini. So the regular recipe just calls for 1 medium zucchini as well. Hey Christy, how are you? But I'm using 2 again, so that we'll have some leftovers. And you guys, for the zucchini, you have a couple of options. Hey Michelle, depending on what you have at home, okay? Our coarse adjustable microplane grater is a really good option for grating. Obviously, our spiralizer is a really good option as well if you have that. And then we also have a spiral and slice. I don't actually have the product, but you put the veggie on the inside and you literally just twist and it gives you beautiful spirals. It's really good for onions and your zucchini and some softer veggies. And then you can also use our veggie strip maker as well. So a lot of options and a lot of versatility from all of the products. Arla, I boil water and put my pasta in, then I put pasta in, take it off and let it sit for 15 minutes. Hey, that actually, I've never done that before. Do you cover it, Arla, when you put your pasta in, or do you leave it uncovered? Dawn, that's what I want, is the spiral vegetable noodle. So you want the spiralizer, Dawn, I assume. So I'm going to show you guys how, super quick, and I'm going to be using my grater here already for my Parmesan, so that's why I'm just going to use it tonight. If you don't want your stuff to be quite as watery, especially like with cucumbers and things like that, just make sure you don't don't grate all the way through the center, because that's where the seeds are and there's going to be a little extra water there. So I'm just going to grate this just like I was grating cheese. And it works. You guys really can't see the best there, but I'll hold it up. You guys can see it. You just see it fall right off. And look at these really beautiful strips that you get. Aren't those nice? Super quick, super simple. And what I like a little bit more too, you guys, I'm sure my husband likes this a lot more too, because if I cook, he generally washes the dishes. If you can use multiple tools, or if you can use fewer tools for multiple tasks, then you have less dishes to wash, right? Which is fantastic. So we're just going to get my zucchini done here quick like. And it does get slippery, you guys. These graters come with food guards, and I would highly recommend you using them. I have had a couple of people who have come back and have said that they have about chopped their fingers off on the grater because they weren't using the food guard and then they weren't paying attention. So they are definitely sharp. Now, I'm thinking I'm probably going to have a little bit too much broth, but that's okay. The rock crock lids are really nice. If you like have too much liquid in there, you can literally just hold the lid on and pour it out, and it pours out really nicely. So it works like as a really good strainer, I guess, too. So I could literally just strain all of this right now. Just make sure you hold your lid on. So I am going to strain a little bit. And again, if we have a little extra after that, that's okay. Uncover it when you take it off cover. So once you take it off the heat, then you uncover it, Arla? Right in the pot, you guys. This is a really fantastic one-pot meal. Super fast. And, I mean, quite honestly, it's pretty good for you. So we got all kinds of wins here. Whatever you guys are doing, if you're cooking this in the microwave, again, it's going to be your fastest option. If you want to cook it on your stovetop, you can cook all of it on your stovetop. That is totally fine. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit more time because you do have to get your chicken broth up to a boil to cook your noodles that way. Honestly, if you wanted to take this outside and make it outside, you could totally make it on the grill as well because your rock crock will go right on the grill. Still there? I just got a phone call. Give me a thumbs up if you guys are still there. So the other thing too I had to mention, you guys, for all of our wonderful hostesses out there watching right now, don't forget it is double free host rewards month. So all of our hostesses, you guys, hey Tammy, what you doing? So you guys, once your parties hit $650 in sales, you are going to get double the amount of free product value for your host rewards, which is so amazing. Yeah, Arla, isn't that awesome? Oh yeah, and thank you for the thumbs up so you could still hear me. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opportunities for June hostesses to get literally everything off your wish list this month for totally free and super duper discounted. Because then if you got a rock crock, that darn zucchini is running away from me. You have a rock crock on your wish list, you'll get it for 60% off. You are going to have double free product value. Plus you're still going to have your half price items as well too, which is unbeatable. Yes, goal. Or yes, Dawn, that's an amazing goal. I've had 2 hostesses hit it this month already, and they had to go back and look for more items to add to their shopping cart because they weren't sure what else they were going to spend all their rewards on. So it's so amazing. This guy is just slipping away from me. Okay, this, we're just going to dump the rest in. Love these little flexible cutting mats. So convenient. This is going to go back in the microwave for another 5 minutes or so. And again, do you guys see how heaping this is? That's almost full. That's almost 2.5 quarts worth. And again, that's because we are going to have some delicious, delicious leftovers from this as well. And I would recommend you guys just make sure you do give it a little stir and move stuff around, just because you don't want your spaghetti noodles to stick. That's going to go back in the microwave and all cook together. Okay, so what's everyone's favorite, like, summer herbs, favorite summer stuff out of the garden? Hey, Jackie. Dawn, yes, girl. You are going to make it. Hey, Jackie. Okay, yep, I'll do that. Last time I dropped the information in the comments, so you should have been tagged there, but I'll shoot you a message after with all of it. Okay, next, we're just going to move this aside because I'm using that again, and you guys look like literally no dishes here. So I'm just going to take my tomatoes, because of course we need tomatoes for our bruschetta. I'm going to chop them in half, and you guys, it's all going to go right in the pot. Of course, I washed these beforehand. I wish I could have taken my tomatoes out of my garden, but I have 3 of them that are almost ready to go right now, but they're not quite there. So I'm super excited for that. Is tomato an herb? You know what, Arla? I think tomatoes are technically a fruit. However, if you want to consider them an herb, we'll go ahead and consider them an herb. Once you cut them open, they smell very fragrant like herbs do. My favorite for sure is basil. Hands down basil. Oh my goodness, you guys. Did you just see what I did? Look at that. Look at my tomatoes went for a swim. I guess it just wasn't meant to be on my cutting board tonight, huh? But that's okay. At least I cleaned up beforehand. They're just going to go right back in the pot. They just don't want to get eaten, I think, is the problem. Ooh, dill. Hey, Pat. Dill is another favorite. Gosh, now there's going to be so many, and I'm not going to be able to choose just one. I have to say cilantro also for me. Yes, Arla, herb. Hey, Brenda. Hello, Nicole. Nikki. Tomatoes. Oh, yeah, Arla. Anything out of the garden. Cucumbers, yes. Oh my gosh, you can't beat fresh cucumbers. Arla, you're a basil woman. Love that. Yep, you're right, Arla. Yeah, isn't cilantro so good? I find myself adding it to more and more stuff these days, and I just absolutely love it. So I'll probably stop there till it gets mixed up a little more. So now I'm grabbing my bounty from my garden. So I'm going to do our basil first, and I have a bunch of parsley as well. I wish you guys could smell that. It's so good. I always have really good luck with my basil plants. Oops, I'm going to take these off. You guys, if you have an herb stripper, it works really nice to get your leaves off your stems. And I like to get every last little piece because that is still little baby, not cilantro, little baby basil leaves, right? So all this is going to go right in my pot again. And we're just going to chop this, mix it up a little bit. I'm definitely going to put some more basil in there. In my opinion, you cannot have enough basil. You guys, look at how huge this parsley is too. I couldn't believe it. It was hiding, I guess I must have dropped some seeds. Like, look at how big that is. I must have dropped some seeds in my planter where my peppers are growing, and I was checking out my peppers, and then all of a sudden I looked over and I saw this parsley growing. I was like, holy smokes, I didn't even know it was there. It's massive. So I'm just going to trim my leaves off. If I get a little bit of the stems in there, that doesn't really bother me. Okay, that baby's pretty full, so let's give it a couple pulses. And I should probably do this off my cutting board because the way it's going, it's probably just going to fall off. Hey Tina, how are you? Okay, I got 35 seconds left on here also, so let's take this, give this a little peek quick too. And you guys, like, this is literally pretty much done. Like, and I'm not even joking right now. Let me put this up. We need to give our food processor a couple pulses, and then we need to chop our chicken, which I already cooked my chicken. You guys, if you meal prep or you do like any prep for the week, this is even faster for you because you don't have to worry about cooking your protein. Maybe you don't want to do any protein at all. You could even do veggie broth in here. Wow, this smells amazing. Let me just test a noodle real quick like. I think I gotta cook a little bit longer. Yum. You guys, I'm telling you, if you don't make homemade broth, you totally should. That is so delicious, and it's so much better for you. without all those like extra preservatives and stuff in there. Okay, you guys, questions on anything we've covered so far? Here's a manual food processor. You guys, this is a total workhorse too. It'll do a lot for you in your kitchen. No battery, no plug-in, no electrical outlet, nothing like that required. You do have a lot of stuff in there like I did. I always tend to overfill things. I just like to pulse a couple times, take the lid off, swish stuff around a little bit, and then go again. You can also just hold the lid on and give it a little shake like that too, depending on what you have in there. And you guys, now this is up to you, like how fine you want this texture to be. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. My husband is not a huge tomato fan yet. He's getting a lot better with them. But for recipes like this, he likes it a lot more fine. So generally I'll just give it a couple extra chops past the point where I would be okay with it. And there's still some bigger pieces in there, but it's still chopped pretty well too. So I'm pretty happy with how that looks right now. And I have my extra tomatoes out here just because I added more onto our recipe tonight, right? Because I did the whole box of pasta, and I also ended up doing the entire 2 whole zucchinis instead of 1. Blade comes out just like that, and there is a storage lid for this as well, you guys. So if you make salsas or dips or anything like that, store it right in your fridge. Super convenient. Pampered Chef really is trying to make our lives easier, I promise. So the last thing here, besides that cooking, is chopping our chicken, okay? So you guys, if you've checked out my videos before, hey Carol, what you up to? Arla loves manual food processor. That's awesome, Arla. So what do you use it for most often? Homemade salsa is definitely what I use it for most often. Hey Marilyn, how are you? So salad chopper. I feel like I've said workhorse so many times tonight, you guys, and honestly, the products that I have shown you guys tonight, I use more often than anything else. Like I probably every single meal, I swear. Nice, Carol. Cheers. Hey, Janetta. What's everyone doing? Is anybody else making dinner right now besides Dawn? Or maybe trying to figure out what you're going to make for dinner? So these are nice for meats. Obviously, they're really nice for salad, greens, lettuces, and stuff like that too. But it'll go right through your chicken. Easy peasy. And I'm going to try and give you guys a good angle here. Sorry, I should have asked my cameraman to stick around tonight. See how it just shreds through everything? Really nice. Really nice. It's a lot faster than sitting with, you know, a fork or 2 forks trying to pull through and shred your meats. So really nice for chicken and pork, I guess, is what we use it for most often, followed by lettuce. And again, if you want it, you know, chopped up a little bit more, give it a couple more pulses. If you want it a little more rough, you leave it how it is. Oop. There's the microwave telling us our deliciousness is done. Okay. And everything tonight, too, I've used, you guys, is also dishwasher safe. I know that's a huge draw for some people, especially, you know, if you just don't like washing dishes. Now, I don't know tons of people who really enjoy washing dishes. However, I'm just weird. Sometimes I would prefer to hand wash than to actually use my dishwasher. Hey Carol, so what are you going to make with the scissor and the chopper? Arla, salsa and ceviche and guacamole. Oh my gosh. Ceviche, Arla, that sounds so fancy. I've never actually made it before, but we eat a lot of it when we go, well, especially to places with fresh seafood, right? And it, you guys, this honestly looks, It even looks healthier because I used veggie pasta. Seriously, this smells so amazing. I can't even tell you guys. Oh, yum. See the steam coming off of that? Now, I do have a little bit of liquid left in here. And you know what? I'm just going to roll with it because my chicken's going to soak some of it up. And my tomatoes and everything else are going to go in too. So again, we're all going right in the pot. Ooh, can't leave that extra pepper in there. I don't like to waste anything, you guys. I really don't. Oh my gosh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Can you guys see that? And what? Well, I guess I've been on for about a half an hour now, but how much have I been talking, right? So these are going right in the pot. And if you guys like bruschetta, or you could even easily turn this into like a, what can I think of it's called now? With the basil and the tomato and then the mozzarella, that one, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You could easily turn it into that as well if you wanted to add mozzarella cheese instead. Because we are going to put some Parmesan on top of this, and we're going to call it good. That's going to be our meal for tonight. Some garlic bread or garlic toast would be super good with this as well. Soak up all these extra sauces and deliciousness that's in here. Caprese, that's what it is. Meat and veggies. That's what it's perfect for, Carol. My son gave me an awesome recipe for it. It's so good and easy. That's awesome, Arla. So what kind of fish do you use in it? We're using our grater, same grater again, you guys, that I used for our zucchini. So again, trying to save you on a little bit of cleanup here, and it does adjust, so I'm just going to put it right over, grate right over my pot. The flexible cutting mats too, you guys, are nice because you can just grate right over that and pick it up like I did with the rest of the zucchini noodles and dump that on top as well. So there we go. And we got some extra parsley, some extra basil. We'll just rip that up. If you guys have the food or the herb mill, this is perfect. Like I normally keep, well, parsley and basil are perfect in there. I find cilantro is a little too soft in it for me. Like it's not a hearty enough herb, if that makes sense to you guys. But that would work perfect in there. Yeah, come on over, ladies. Check it out. How good that looks, you guys. And it literally took like it really didn't take very long. If you were cooking, you know, anything else, I guess, with meat and veggies and what do we have? Carbs, I guess, starch. Yummy, look at how good that looks, you guys. And I know my kitchen looks like a disaster, but this is basically your cleanup right here, which is fantastic. So obviously a rock crock, but all this stuff goes in the dishwasher and you guys are set. So see you later, Carol. Yes, Dawn, Tammy, Arla, Carol, everybody, you guys have to check this recipe out. I'll post it for you in the comments. It is so good. I wish you could smell what my kitchen smelled like right now with all of this deliciousness all mixed together. Super simple to make. Honestly, you don't need a rock crock for it, but it's going to make it so much easier for you. Because you can pop it in your microwave. So, you guys, I'm going to eat. And for those of you who are joining later to check out the video, you have questions at any time, you can drop them in the comments. They'll pop up like a regular notification for me. So you guys, I'll get back to you once I see it. Arla's forcing me to eat food. Oh my gosh. Okay, Arla. This is going to be like bad karma because the last time I saw somebody do this, she was talking about how good everything smelled. I gotta get some cheese in there too. She was talking about how good everything smelled. Yum. Wow. That fresh basil, I can't even tell you how good that is all together. I'm so excited. Okay, but she was like kind of teasing her viewers who were watching her video about how good it smelled and how good it looked. So she took a bite and was like, it's so good. And then she, like, it must have just went down the wrong tube in her throat. And she started, like, choking on camera. She was fine, and it was really quite comical. But anyway, I'm happy that didn't happen to me. Knock on wood. Yes, Michelle, Tammy, you guys, you have to make this recipe. I'll post it for you. I'll post it in each of your parties, and then I'll post it in the comments for the rest of you that are just joining from Kayla's kitchen page as well. So questions or anything else that comes up later, you guys, let me know. Those of you who ask for information on products, I will touch base with you guys afterwards, and I'm going to enjoy this delicious meal. So hope you guys have an amazing dinner ahead for yourselves. Oh, Michelle, good. So Michelle's making our mushroom rigatoni, the bolognese recipe. Super delicious, and there's actually no meat in it at all either. That's also a one-pot meal, and it's super hearty and really delicious and easy to throw together as well. So hope you enjoy that, Michelle. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Check for the recipe after a little bit. Good night.